Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another couch video. Know yourself, then you will know your tribe. Just real quick, to do that take about 5 times. hey, it's show business, and keep it more informal on here anyway. But anyway, right? Know yourself, then you will know your tribe. Understand something. People always talk about finding your tribe. What is your tribe? Those are the women who find you naturally attractive. Those are the women who checking for you naturally, that are feeling you and everything. And a lot of guys say, well, how do I know my tribe? And I've generally said, just pay attention to the commonalities in the women who come for you. But here's an even better way. This is a more powerful way. You got to know yourself first. You got to know yourself. What is it that you like to do? What is it about yourself? What is your body build? What is it about your face that women like or dislike? What is it about your personality? What is it about your style? What kind of style do you like? Because then when you know yourself, that's when you really know the women, because you'll start paying attention to that. But see, understand something. A lot of guys don't seem to get that women are constantly checking out men. They constantly looking, and they looking at certain things, and they not just looking at how physically good he look or whether he got money, but they looking at him emotionally, how they feel emotionally with him, how he affect their emotions. But then as the women get more sophisticated, they also looking at what is he into and all of that. Now, when I with my tribe tends to be women with a certain body build, nice old butt dunk and all of that, the physical stuff, pretty face maybe. That's my primary tribe, though I do have some exceptions. But that's just one part. I started noticing years ago that the women who tend to like me tend to be more thinking type of women, more sensible type of women. They the types who tend to be more natural beauties. When I say natural beauties, like women who tend to have like these weaves and long eyelashes and really made up. They tend to be like around me. They tend to be And I thought about that, right? I said, why they tend to be Oh, I'm I'm to them. But that's not what I attract. When women attracted to me tend to be thinkers or like thinkers. They tend to be women who, if I say, hey, let's hit this bookstore up for our date, they're like, yeah. We get in there and stuff, and they looking at some of the non-fiction books and stuff. They ain't looking at like the bubblegum fiction, as I used to call it. They ain't looking at that. They looking at the deeper stuff. Many of them tend to be on that metaphysic kick. Those type of women. Some women who some guys would call shea butter type of women or herbal tea drinking type of women. They tend to feel me because they tend to be more on the thinking side, more intellectual side. If it's they tend to be there. Secondarily, I get women who are family orientated, very family orientated. So, and if you look at for those familiar with when I've talked about the house of the woman. They tend to be the less bossy seated hawks. I don't get along with this. They'll come my way, but then I check them. I don't deal with the bossiness aspect, but I deal with the intellectual aspect. But then also the moon women who are like family orientated, and they want that family and stuff. They tend to find me very attractive. And then third is like the treasure chest type of women. Those are women who they the type who can work with a guy in business and stuff. But I don't show my business side as much when I'm out and about. I'm actually kind of low key about that. But if I run into them when I'm vending, or I get their attention because they see me conducting business and stuff. And then the other women, the party women and stuff, not so much. Not so much because I don't come off as a party guy. I can be that way. People who were at the last self-improvement summit, they saw that. They saw that afterwards. It's like, damn, it's a different type of Rom. And it's like, but that's actually a part of me, but not a big part of me. Because I'm more serious-minded and everything. And I get women who tend to be attracted to that. But I know that because I know me. Because that's the broadcast that I'm giving. See, when you know yourself, you want to give a certain broadcast out. And whatever you are, it's going to give a broadcast to women who are compatible with it. So if you want to know why you're attracting certain women, you got to look at yourself. Now, here's something for you. Now, because I've had a lot of guys say, well, I'm attracting these single moms, or I'm attracting these women who are for the streets. I'm attracting these ugly and overweight women. What kind of broadcast are you giving out? That's on you. It's not them. Because when those same type of women, they don't find anything attractive about me. I haven't had to worry about it. It's when I meet a woman, it's very rare. It's very rare. Like a negative type of woman even acknowledges me. It's very rare. But I don't give out that broadcast. You know? I tend to attract a lot of women who work out a lot. I give out that broadcast that I work out, how I move, how they see me walking down the street and everything. You know? Firepower. So, you know, when they see that, you know, that's the broadcast I'm giving out. Like I work out regularly and stuff. So I draw that type of woman who works out regularly herself. But see, I already know when I step out the door. Even when I'm dressed a little, you know, got some like name brand style or something on. It's not crazy. It's still done in such a way where it attracts a certain type. That's the important thing. So if you want to know your tribe, know yourself. This is key. This is key. And notice how I say it's yourself. See, a lot of guys out here are just chasing the women. And they not asking themselves, well, is this the type of woman who would find me attractive? You know, they just, you know, she just fine or something like that. Because like that party girl type, you know, those IG models got the colored hair, got the ridiculously long eyelashes and all of that stuff, got that makeup on, looking all tight. I don't get that broadcast like I would deal with them. Because I ain't out there. I ain't wearing that type of drip. My drip is more serious, more grown man type of drip. Not that youngin' type of drip, you know. I ain't walking out there with my pants off my ass and shit with distressed jeans on and stuff in the streetwear. That's not me. So I don't give off that broadcast. So usually they see me, they keep going. No, the broadcast I give off is, like I said, the more intellectual side. So I get the more thinking women. I give off the father side, you know, especially when women see me with my sons, because that touches their mother's side. So they're checking me out, you know, workout women. And like when I'm vending and stuff, they see the business side. So that tends to draw them. But it's all the broadcast. So knowing who I am, knowing what I'm giving out, knowing what I'm projecting out, I already know who's going to respond to it. And in fact, I gave a powerful technique just then. I wonder who pick up on it, but it's the broadcast. What are you saying? When I say broadcast, what people see you, what they gonna think? Because like it or not, everybody's visual. Everybody, when they see you, they're gonna make a judgment. They're gonna get a feeling about you. They're gonna make a judgment. That's just how it is. We can't get past that. You know, a lot of guys will say, well, it's the looks, but it's the overall picture. It's the aura. You know, how you cut your hair, what kind of clothes you wearing, how you walk, your speech intonations if they can hear you talk. When people see me, when women see me, they feel in that broadcast because I'm broadcasting out something. So once I broadcast that out, I already know who's going to respond and who's going to be pushed away. That's the powerful thing. So if you want to know who your tribe is, look at what you're broadcasting out. If you don't like your tribe, you don't like the woman who's coming for you, well, then you need to take an honest look at yourself. And see, here's the beauty of it. You got total control. You can't, at the end of the day, even with your broadcast, you can't control which women are going to respond to it. But you can control what you're giving out, what you're broadcasting out. Like take an honest look. If you getting overweight women who look jacked up, what is it that you're giving out? What is it that you're giving out? Are you in shape yourself? Because it's been documented, a lot of women don't want to deal with a guy who's totally in shape himself. But usually they ain't in shape themselves. So think about that. Think about it. Think about it. You know? That's one. You know, if you're giving out, like, you getting these bum women, what kind of thing you giving out? Think about it. You know? Or you getting these women who trying to use you for money or something like that. What are you giving out? Are you leading with your wallet? Is that the broadcast you giving, like you will pay for some pussy? Think about it. Like, I'm going to use that last one. I can't think of, damn. I don't think ever in my life I've had a woman try to like play me for money, like just straight play me for money in my life. Because I never gave up that broadcast that I would pay for. Never once. Seriously, I'm thinking hard too. I'm thinking hard. I think there was one who tried me anyway. There was one. And now I'm thinking there was one. But she did everybody like that. And even then, I was so-so with her. Anyway, I just didn't, you know. Because there was some other aspects about me that she did find attractive. So it tapped into one thing, but not the other. It tapped into, she liked a man who could like express himself intellectually. But she didn't, you know, she wasn't feeling the guy. She's also looking for that type of guy who's going to pay for her. I had one, but not the other. So that's why nothing ever happened. So that's one. I had to think hard about that. So it's the broadcast. So if you want to know who your tribe is, look at what your broadcast is. If you don't like the women who find you attractive, who seem interested, you got to change your broadcast. You have 100% control over that. All right? So that's all I got for today, y'all. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.